Hey, maybe. We have a big game show coming up this month. Should we tell people how they can win thousands of dollars in other deeds, vessels, and ApeCoin?
Atara, it's too soon. We talked about this. We haven't even revealed the theme for this month.
Okay, you're right. What are we waiting for? Should we just do it?
Yeah, let's do it. The theme for this month is a game show in New Tokyo.
A game show in New Tokyo? Can we hire sumo wrestlers? Hey, welcome everybody. Breaking news, NFTs are dead. Shitcoins are taking over. It's all over. Let's pack it up. Let's leave. It's done. It was a good run, guys. It was a good run.
Damn.
Hey, guys. Just kidding. Hey, maybe. How are you?
Not great. Gonna be better soon, but yeah, we were just kidding.
So, what am I talking about with NFTs are dying? Well, we have NFT Llama, and he is the founder of Llamaverse. Llamaverse had a very large cult following. Maybe they do still, I don't know, but you can see big following on Twitter. And he tweeted this out today. He said, NFTs are dead. Llamaverse will live. Focus on utility outside of NFTs completely. I like the technology, token gated access, but can't stand the space. It's cringe. Going to continue to focus on revenue generating opportunities for holders. And then he goes on to say, you are dumb if you think it's a good idea to burn more resources in the space when there's no clarity if we will ever see another bull run. We are just trading money back and forth to each other over and over again. If we see mass adoption, it won't be called NFTs. Maybe your thoughts.
Well, my thoughts. I don't know. I think it's a little bit of an overreaction. I would say. I don't think that because something like that happens, the whole space. It means that the whole space is trash, and nothing good is coming out of it, or nothing good can be created out of it. There is good and bad in so many other industries, in all over the world. That doesn't mean that the NFT space it's only bad, or the NFT space it's only people that want to gamble and throw their money away. There is a lot of building and other stuff happening as well. I don't know. Yeah, in my opinion, it's just like a little bit crazy.
Yeah, so just context here is Llamaverse. I don't know if I know there's a bunch of other collections for Llamaverse, but it looks like their main one, Llamaverse Genesis, launched just over a year ago. And when I said cult following, I really meant it. You know, they reached a floor of like 6, 7 ETH back April of 2022, and it's been this since. And I think a lot of reason why projects kind of start getting FUD is because of this slide. But this slide is happening everywhere. There's just not a lot of liquidity in general, whether it's in NFTs and crypto or in like stocks. Like most people aren't um, buying stocks, or money's not coming into the system. People are more like keeping cash on hand. So like my take of like I think he's getting a little emotional. I'm sure he has other context for why he's saying what he's saying, but do I think NFTs are dead? No, I think there's a lot of people building. Look, we knew that this was going to happen. We knew 99% of the projects were going to get washed away. Nobody said it was going to be easy. Nobody said it's going to be a picnic. It's not going to be Thanos snapping his fingers and it's gone. It's going to be messy, and that's what's happening. It looks like, and when people said that 99% of projects are going to go to zero, it's not that it's not just that they're not going to execute properly. There's going to be so many reasons. Some founders are going to lose motivation. Some people are going to get disenfranchised and say NFTs are dead or this space is dead, right? In the dot-com bubble, I'm sure tons of people said when it crashed that internet companies are dead.
Yeah, the internet is dead. The
The internet is dying.
useless.
It's
It's like
useless.
nobody's gonna use it anymore or whatever.
Nobody's coming back to this space.
Mhm.
We're all just trading money, and no, this is never going to catch on. And we know how wrong that kind of mentality is. And I think if you believe in the future of NFTs and Web3, then you kind of see that, yeah, it's going to be messy. There's going to be casualties, but this is a better way to do things. in a bunch of different ways. And to credit to Llamaverse, he said he likes the tech token gated access. Maybe the culture right now is something that's turning him off, which is kind of like the second part of this episode, or second thing that we want to talk about, the
Yeah.
culture. Last week we talked about Pepe, and actually when the episode dropped, Pepe had already crashed more than 40%, and it's now stable at maybe 600, 700, 800 million market cap, which is fairly still pretty high. But now we're in like late stage shitcoin because we have a guy named Ben.eth that he's doing some shenanigans. Let me just give a quick primer on everything that's happening so people know what's going on, and then we can talk about what the latest thing he's doing and why we're talking about it. So
Yeah.
first things first, this is Ben.eth. Ben.eth, maybe about a week ago, launched the token called Ben. And then in some weird deal, he sold this token to Ben Armstrong, who is, a big Bitcoin maxi, 1 million followers. He's been in the space for quite a while. Bitboy, like everybody knows him as Bitboy. And it's not like Ben the coin was pumping like crazy, but for reasons that are not clear to me, Bitboy bought Ben token from Ben.eth. And from that point onward, and it's only been 4 days, that token has been pumping. They've been saying, you would think that after all these years being at the top, having success, people would stop doubting me. Ben will be the crowning achievement. When you flip hater to supporter, no apology necessary. It's all for the greater good. This is, I don't know if you guys remember this, but this reminds me of Bloot. So an influencer named Beanie launched a token called Bloot, and he said, "I'm gonna incorporate Bloot into everything that I do. It's gonna be the next big thing." And I read this tweet today, and I'm like, "Do you see the similarities between Bloot and how Beanie was talking about it?" And everybody knew it was gonna be a rug back then. Everybody knew. Um,
The tweet became very famous and a copy pasta. I remember people like all Twitter, like everybody was tweeting the same tweet, and it was that I'm gonna
yeah,
include in everything I'm gonna do from now on and all that. Yeah.
So Beanie tweeted on September 5th, 2021, which feels like a lifetime and a half ago. He said, "In case anybody's interested, I will make it my life mission to integrate BGLD, which is Bloot, and the token for Bloot, because Bloot was an NFT project, into everything I do in crypto as a payment option, as lending collateral for staking to earn other NFTs. I also don't know the Anon dev that created it, and the keys are burned, but it feels right." I see that, and then I see Ben saying this, Ben will be the crowning achievement. And I'm like, oh, are we about to just run it back to 2021? So that's a little bit of the background of the Ben token and how Bitboy kind of plays into all of this.
Hmm.
Now, here's the thing: Ben sold that token to Bitboy. Now, what Ben is saying is that he's now launching a new token called Psyop. This token doesn't do I mean, it doesn't do anything, all that stuff. Like it's a shitcoin. Let's call it
Yeah.
what it is. It's a shitcoin. Okay. And he said he's having a pre-sale for it. And so he said the pre-sale is still open, but not for long. See my pin tweet. And something like $4 million worth of ETH has been sent to this wallet. Here's a tweet that shows that the Ether balance is $5 million now as of this recording. So 2,800 ETH that was sent to Ben.eth for a pre-sale. So here's just, if you're not understanding what's happening, Ben literally said, here is this wallet address. This is a pre-sale. Send money to this and you will get an equivalent uh, value of PSYOP token. Minimum 0.03, maximum 5 ETH. Launch this weekend. So it hasn't launched. He's just saying, send me money. People have sent him $5 million. Naturally, like this is already crazy on its own, right? Just the fact that
Yeah.
people are doing this is all happening. But I would say the reaction to the thing, in my opinion, is even crazier. And so we're going to get into all of that. Maybe any thoughts on PSYOP and Ben and Bitboy?
Well, let's start of why it's crazy. I would say, my opinion, or why we feel like it's crazy, or why it's not crazy.
It's
I
not
would say,
crazy. This
right?
is,
Or
I
why it's
woke
almost
up
normal.
This is normal. I woke up and I'm like, yeah, that's happening today. Okay.
That's happening because these things happen in the NFT space, in the crypto space, the whole freaking time. And every time something like this happens, and there's the whole people going, oh, this is so crazy. What are people thinking? Is like, guys, like, we know that there is a lot of gambling in this space. It's just like, this is pure gambling. People see that this thing, it's taking a lot of attention, a
Yeah.
lot of attention, and they expect to make a return on the money they're sending there. And they know, we know that that's not guaranteed, that that money is at risk. But still, we do it. People do it. I didn't send money to that wallet, okay? But I mean, I understand why people did it, because just the space, or a good part of the space, runs on this high of just making money and making returns on the money. And all of these shit coins or meme coins are like, how much attention can we get towards this? And depending on how much attention and people interested in it they get, the higher the value. It's not that there is another, utility or something else or whatever. Many times it's just because of the attention. And this thing, it's really taking the all, like, attention of the whole space. So people continue to gamble on it. It's just like, yeah, like you were saying, is it crazy or it's not? Or it's something that is actually happening over and over again in the space, and we see it happening.
Yeah, exactly. And I think the sooner that we accept that this is actually totally par for the space, this is totally normal, the sooner we can move past it. Because the fact that people think this is crazy, and then they get really angry and they're tweeting stuff like Gensler memes, like the SEC is going to come for you, man, which could be true, totally true, right? Ben says possible deal being cut with massive name can't close the pre-sale because of it. The massive name Gary Gensler, SEC. You have you have people saying this, and when regulation comes and it's stricter than you could have ever imagined, I want you people to remember Ben.eth. This is what's wrong with the space, and all these narratives. And I'm not saying this is illegal or illegal. I don't know. I'm not a lawyer. Ask a
Yeah,
lawyer. But my point is that it's these reactions is just feeding the beast. It's the fact that people are reacting in such intense ways. And I've seen every influencer, every single one, give their commentary about this and say something about this and say, this is disgusting. This is despicable. How are we so dumb? I hate this space. This. And the simple act of you tweeting that is feeding the beast. It's capturing more attention. Like, you have to understand, attention is the currency.
yeah,
Facebook built a multi-billion-dollar industry off of understanding that at a deep level. Okay. And so if you tweet about it and you keep giving this attention, of course, like, how are you not shocked that more people are sending money? Like, that number can only go up in his wallet until Ben decides to move it. And so the more you talk about it, the more that number is going to go up, because they're going to be like, 30% of people will be like, haha, this is dumb. I'm just going to send 0.25. And I've seen that to say, let's just see what happens. Who cares? Whatever. Right. Like, this is video game. This is a video game for us at this point. Maybe it always has been. And so just the outrage, I'm not like, I'm not going to comment on this on Twitter or tweet about it or anything like that, because it's performance art. We've seen this in 2017. This is literally what every project did. They said, send ETH to this wallet, and we promise you're going to get a token. And most projects did give you a token, even though they almost went to zero. Some projects just drugged you. So I'm not shocked by this. I'm not going to turn this into a narrative about like what this space is and how this is wrong, or this space is dying, or this or that. I'm
yeah,
just going to be like, cool, that's happening. He did a social experiment, Ben, and he's captured all of your attention. Great. I'm right here. I'm building. I'm creating. We are here. We are building. We are creating our own things, and we're gonna continue to do that, whether Ben is doing a crazy psyop token or not, whether
yeah,
Pepe is running or not. We're still here. We're gonna build and create something that you guys are gonna, I think, love and enjoy, which is the Damn Game Show. Obviously, that's what I'm talking about. But more broadly, what we're doing with Damn. show in general. So I mean I see all these tweets, all these emotions and all this stuff, and I'm just like, okay, cool. Like, sun's still gonna come up tomorrow. So
Yeah,
what?
it's yeah, that's the thing. It's nothing new, and it's all based on what we want to focus on. We had a Twitter space earlier today with the Grateful Ape and Beast, and there was something very very deep said during that space. Like, you can hate or love the space, but at the end of the day, the most important thing is what you are focusing on. If you focus on the bad things, or the people that the things that make you angry, the people that are doing like something, the scammers, or people that are doing these things like Ben just did, and getting so much money into a wallet just out of thin air, like it happened, yes, you're going to have a certain point of view about the whole space, but that's not the whole space. You can decide to focus on other things. You can decide to focus on content creators like us, like all the people that we know in New Tokyo Local Media and in the other projects in the Yugaverse in general. There's so many people building and creating right now and doing amazing things that you cannot just say NFTs are dead, the space is dead, because of these people doing these things, and completely devaluing all the great things that other people are actually building, are actually creating, and they're every day showing up to make this place and this space better.
Yeah.
So that's my point of view. You can get angry, okay, I get it, like maybe it can annoy you, okay, but like, just saying that the whole space is trash because of this thing that happened, it's like saying that, also all the creators and all the people that are building, they're actually nothing, they're doing nothing, they're useless or anything like that. And i I actually disagree.
And I found like a nice, funny contrarian take tweet when I was
Let's
looking for
see.
tweets. Go Shart said the biggest scam isn't Ben raising few ETH. I mean, few thousand ETH. Let's call it. It's Web3 founders who raised 1,000 to 25,000 plus ETH and accumulated huge volume of royalties during the past 12 to 18 months and delivered absolutely nothing for 98% of them. And
It's true.
I'm not gonna name projects. I'm not gonna name projects. Everybody knows them. You know who you are. Projects that have done this, and I'm not just talking about the ones that are like blatant rugs. Slow rug can also mean you trying something and continuously failing and letting your holders down because of your because of just bad execution. And I know a lot of projects, some that I held, that have done this, that have raised so much money, an impossible sum of money, and brought zero value, close to zero, to holders, but collected a crap ton of royalties. And then the founders left because for a variety of reasons. And so none of this is crazy, guys. Trust me, this is par for the space. This is what we signed up for. But that doesn't mean that's all what this space is. There's a lot more, like you said. Maybe there's a lot more happening. It's what you choose to focus on. It's where you put your energy. Yeah, maybe the content creators and that isn't going to necessarily give you 10,000 X in a heartbeat like Pepe did, or that maybe Ben token will, somebody's going to make some money off of this token if it launches. So it could be you, right? But that's the lottery and that's gambling, and that's the game that you're signing up for. So just be aware of that and proceed as normal. There's a lot happening. NFTs are not dead. We're fine. It's a slow period. The tech will survive. There's going to be people doing really cool things, and maybe tell everybody about the cool thing that's coming on May 28th on Sunday.
Yeah, on Sunday, May 28th, we have our first of many damn game shows where we are gonna have fun and play different games. We don't want to reveal too much right now, but let's just say that there's gonna be a lot of prizes. So
Thousands of dollars worth of
like
prizes.
thousands of dollars worth of prizes. So, and we don't ask for anything, just watch the show, and you might win a prize. And I hope that even if you don't win any prize, you're gonna have a ton of fun, because we're really, really putting a lot of work into it to make it like the best show ever, for you to like just enjoy your evening with us. So we're super, super excited about this.
Yeah, we'll play the ad once again at the end of the video for that. It's coming up May 28th. Please, please, please check it out. Subscribe to the channel, like, and tell us, are NFTs dead? Are you going to be at the damn game show? Are you excited to win some other deeds and other prizes? Let us know. We will see you next time on the damn show.